sure
We
everyone's
haven't
awake.
started yet.
I figured it out.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. You need to see a specialist. Ugh.
Yeah.
Although my grandmother used to have those battery operated hearing aids in her glasses, and every now and then she'd pick up radio interception in like KLTF and this kind of stuff.
Isn't that normal? I have that all the time.
So at least without the problem, that's a good thing. Things are getting bad.
All right, I'm going to call the meeting to order with the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. This is a meeting of the Royalton School Board, Tuesday, May 12th, 6 p.m. Let the record reflect that all members are accounted for. Looking for approval of agenda. Oh, just a minute. This meeting is being held electronically according to Minnesota State Statute 13D, which allows us to close the meeting to electronic only in the situation that we're in. All right, looking for approval of agenda.
I'll make that motion.
Mary Lang, I'll second.
Is there any discussion?
We, using this paper agenda?
Yeah.
For the one
This paper one is what I'm going to use.
David says you need to talk a little louder. Everybody. Yeah, the earpiece.
All right. Hearing no discussion. It was moved by Director Petron and seconded by Director Lang to approve the agenda as presented. We'll go through with a roll call vote. Director Hackett, aye. Director Holm,
Aye.
Director Garretts,
Aye.
Director Lang,
Aye.
Director Gerard,
Aye.
Director Petron.
Aye.
Motion carries by a vote of 6-0-0. Discussion and information, superintendent's contract. What I got in front of me is I got a 2-year and a 3-year contract. Do we have copies for everybody?
I got the 2-year one. She was struck.
Is that our only choices?
That's all I have prepared.
Steve, we have 3 votes for a 1-year contract last time.
I don't believe there was a vote.
I guess I err on that. And I did not prepare a 1-year.
Director Lang, Director Hackett.
Yes.
The way I see this is we've already kind of gone into that year already without that contract being solidified. So perhaps even if we had a discussion about this, the worst it would be, if you want to say worse, I want to say worse, but the worst it would be a 2-year. 3 years is usually the recommendation by MSBA. Now, I understand that some of the board is not fond of MSBA recommendations, but that is the recommendation that I found that they traditionally, I don't know, every place is different, and like our esteemed colleagues, there are differences to be had. I think though, it has to either be a 2 or 3 year contract, no matter what, because
We're already into it.
the first year of the contract itself. I mean, today, if we stopped today and said, well, we're not gonna renew that contract, we're gonna have a heck of a time trying to find a new superintendent. You understand what I'm trying to say? But that's a long process. It's not just, oh, dear, they show up. Or maybe they did for you, I don't know.
Randy always had on,
What's that? Oh, Ellie.
Director Holm, but the current contract does not end until June 30th, right?
30.
Director Holmes, Director Hackett, that's what I'm trying to say, is it's very, very little time to get another candidate at this time. So if you gave a 2-year contract, well, you'd be that much ahead of it, then you know you're not gonna redo it, I guess. I don't know. Whether I'm here or not, God willing, I don't know, but that's kind of my concern.
If we did a 1-year contract, we would have a 1 year, 2.
Anybody else have some input into this? I guess the reason that I directed him to print up the 2-year one was because I thought it was a compromise, because I thought we had some people that were shooting for a 3-year and some people that were shooting for a 1 year. I totally spaced that we did ask about the 1 year last meeting. So that's the only reason that I presented the 2-year contract. I thought it was a compromise.
Yeah.
So,
And most I'm gonna vote for is a 1 year.
oh, Ellie, you can say my name. I have no peripheral vision.
And I'm not sure if this is possible or not, but maybe we reconsider renewing the contract in general and then go on years.
Yeah. Anybody else has?
Director Garrett, I guess we should probably all discuss, I guess I would not be in favor of a 2 or a 3 year as well. Most I would do is a 1. Yeah, I guess that's my opinion. I would, I don't know, I guess I'm surprised that only the 2 and 3 were offered, so.
Well, yeah, that's my choice.
Yep, that's okay, yeah. So I guess that's my opinion.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
Mark Petron, is the only difference between a 2-year and a 1 year with this contract, is it just the wording of 2 years?
It's got the pay for the 2nd year and some of that stuff in, but yeah, pretty much that's what it is. Under Article 9, under salary, we wouldn't have that. And the date at the top, I suppose, dates at the top,
Whatever.
was in 2020 to 2022.
Oh, I see.
Well, we're in at an impasse here, dude. What does anybody think we should do?
Could I make a motion to reconsider the renewal?
I believe we can.
It would take a vote of 4,
Well, we'd have to dig
because
up
we already passed it. So
who
we
voted
gotta do it
for and who voted
separately.
against, and they would have to change their vote, I think, right?
Right?
We would have to dig out who voted for and who voted against, and they would have to change their vote.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, it was 5-1. Yeah, I wanted to wait until after we did the evaluation.
Well, I guess we know who voted which way.
Well,
No, I mean, we don't have to dig it out, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, and you know, the way it worked out was people felt like I need to vote right now on this. And maybe after the evaluation, they would consider it or something. I can't, I already voted for it, so I'm not gonna hold it. Second meeting or anything like that. But for future, it's good to do the evaluation before you vote, because none of you knew how anyone else felt about different aspects of the plan before you vote. Gotta do it tonight. That's what I was trying to say during the meeting. This is not an emergency. And this is in December.
Yeah.
And as things have played out,
Well, eventually, I mean, by us being indecisive, it has become one.
right,
Maybe I have another question.
Go ahead.
So these were already into the negotiation part, if you did a 1 year and then, you know, the non-renewal after, or?
Well, you would have that vote again, I assume.
yeah, I think that's correct. We would approve a 1 year, and then at the end of that 1 year, we would hopefully do an evaluation. Either
So you realize that's like 4 or 5 months from now, you know?
Mr. Chair, does the superintendent have the right to turn down our offer?
Well, I don't suppose you can force them to be here.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
It's not a slave labor.
I'm not the governor. My personal feeling is that a 1 year, he probably won't take. Maybe, well, I don't know. I'm not talking about it. And my other personal feeling is with the possibility of going into distant learning next fall, I don't know that we want to be changing the top up right now, but maybe. It's just my personal opinion. I have a point of order question for everybody, so to approve the agenda, what happens if we do something that doesn't pass? Can we vote again? Everybody think that's a? With that, I'm gonna move that we accept the 2-year contract.
I'll second.
I'll take discussion on it.
Mr. Chair,
Yes,
so what you just asked was if this one passed, would we make a motion for a 1 year?
that's what I did.
That's what you're asking.
I don't think we can kick this can.
And I don't think so, I think we need to make a decision tonight.
I'm not here about a decision. Yeah. So,
Mr. Hackett, and Mr. Petron, it seems to me make a point about at least getting to the middle of that road. If you're not going with the 3, and you're not going to the 1, it seems to me that the 2 would be.
You second that?
you did already. So, everybody's got the 2020 to 2022 contract in front of them. Just take a second, look through it. And without any other discussion, in a minute or two, we'll vote on it.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Do you guys have the salary plus benefits equals total package? on this?
It'd be identical to what it is now because there's no change. The second year goes up by $400.
I just want to say, I didn't cut these contracts, John did those.
Yeah.
Usually, the person whose contract is up doesn't create their own contract, but creates his own contract. I haven't.
So what you're saying though is the total package won't change.
It goes up the second year by, because it was only 20 cents more an hour. That was the most raise that we gave. It goes up $436.
So if we look at the total package right now, and if you look at the total package 1 year from now, identical?
Yes, and for 1 year it'd be the same as it is this year. That's how it was put in. Because I didn't take a raise.
Well, there was some other benefits stuff though.
But you negotiated that out, matter of fact, it was negotiated out over 3 years.
All of it?
One of them was to pay me, what, $50 or $100 for me using my car instead of the school van. That was out. Then the second year, it was, instead of adding on the cash and lieu, you wanted to roll that in. And he said, you know, go ahead, roll it in. And then I said, no, I don't want to roll it. That takes away from what I wanted to do with the 20 cents an hour, because I want it to be the same. And that's where we were discussing over year 2 and 3.
All right, thank you.
I do have one question about the contract. In Article 7, under Section 1, at the bottom of Section 1, that's the language that we talked about trying to sunset the cash and those. So that is
Correct.
And that's somewhat similar to the same language as in the
Yeah,
other
that is,
contracts.
I believe, the same.
Okay. All right, is there any other discussion? Any other discussion? It was moved by Director Hackett and seconded by Director Lang to approve the superintendent's contract, 2-year contract. You vote aye for aye and no for no under a roll call vote. Director Hackett, aye. Director Holm.
No.
Director Garrett.
No.
Director Lang,
Aye.
Director Gerard,
No,
Director Petron.
Aye.
Okay, the motion has failed, 3 to 0. All right. I will entertain a motion to do a one-year contract from 2020 to 2021. Why don't we take the time to adjust the contracts that are in front of us? We'll change in 2022 to 2021 on the first page.
Don, do you have the contracts in front of you?
I do not.
You do, okay.
and Article 4, Section 1. We'll change that to a 1. For 1 year.
And then in full.
Yep. And then 2021. Under Article 9, salary, we'll strike the second line.
On page 6.
Yep.
Maybe that's the one you're talking about. In the middle, under 1.1, is it year 2021 and 22? Page 4.
Before,
Oh, there. I did catch it too. We'll strike 2022 and 2023. Under Article 7, 1.1. Okay. Did anybody else see, or does everybody have those changes? I will read out all the changes before I call it. I'll move this amended contract. I'm looking for a second.
Russ Garrett, I'll second it.
It was moved by Director Hackett and seconded by Director Garretts to approve the superintendent's one-year contract with the changes made to the two-year contract to make it 1 year. On page 1, at the top, go to 2020 to 2021 superintendent contract. We're striking the 2022 and replacing it with 2021. Under Article 4, Section 1, under duration, this contract is for a term of 1 year. Striking the word 2 for 1 and years for year. And ending June 30th, 2021, striking the 2022 date, 2021. Under page 4, Article 7, Section 1.1, the superintendent has the option of taking health and hospitalization insurance or receiving a cash in lieu payment of $12,000 in fiscal years 2021, striking the years 2022 and 2023 off of Page 5, Article 9, salary. Striking the second year, the 137.57 off of the whole line. Are there any other additions or corrections that I didn't catch?
On the last page, there's, under medical exams, it says not less than once every 2 years. It's gonna be kind of a new.
Well, other than if he's here consecutively, you don't have to make him get one every year, right? I've seen it too, and I thought, well,
It's not a huge thing.
all right. Any other discussion? It was moved by Director Hackett and seconded by Director Garretts to approve the superintendent's one-year contract. Just give me 1 second. Take this down. All right, you'll vote yes by saying aye and no by saying no. Yes votes approve, no votes disapprove. You say it after I say your name. Director Hackett, aye. Director Holm,
No.
Director Garretts,
Aye.
Director Lang,
I'm sorry. What exactly are we moving at? The one-year contract
yep.
and not that's.
Director Gerard,
Aye.
Director Petron.
Aye.
Let the record reflect that the motion carries 4-2-0. Motion carries. All right, moving on, upcoming meeting schedule, Monday, May 18th, regular board meeting. No. Yeah? It's like,
You're good.
it's like
That's
next week.
next Monday, yeah.
Wow. Where they're all just running together. Are there any other meetings?
Yeah, there was some for June.
Yeah, the policy meetings were set. I have that on something.
Yeah, you have it on the board briefing. I made this up 2 weeks ago. When you decided.
Is that where I seen it?
And so, yeah, then I also just sent it out I sent out a short list for next week with as much on the agenda as I could
Okay.
put on for today and try to get the rest tomorrow.
Tuesday, June 9th is policy at 8:30 a.m. And June 22nd, 6 p.m. is the regular board meeting. Everybody got those days?
I think it's in the board book too.
It should be.
Yeah.
All right. I will,
Chairman, I would like to make the motion to adjourn.
I will accept that motion to adjourn. It was moved by Director Gerard and seconded by Director Holm to adjourn the meeting at 6:29. Vote aye for aye and no for no. Or is there any discussion first? All right. Director Hackett, aye. Director Holm,
Aye.
Director Garretts,
Aye.
Director Lang,
Aye.
Director Gerard,
Aye.
Director Petron.
Aye.
Motion carries by 6-0-0. Meeting adjourned.